Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back today. Well, you've guessed it, we're in downtown Paphos. We're on the promenade area, and we chose this little viewpoint to start up. It's called the Captain's View Cafe Restaurant, and there is watching Receive LaBouffe. What have you got to say, LaBouffe?
Hello, everybody. What can I say? How nice to see you again and again.
And again and again. There's the Romanian mafia. Look at that.
Bulgarian
or Romanian, it's the same. They're all in a mafia, and they're selling these beautiful, beautiful balloons. Massive smile on her face, as usual. Every time she sees us, she knows we're going to say something stupid, so we normally do. And she loves being called mafia, that's for sure. But she is. They control all of the balloon sales across the beautiful, beautiful Paphos promenade. So if you want a balloon, the fancy lit up ones are €7. The bright ones, but not shiny ones, are €5. And if you want to buy 2 or more, they can give you quite a good discount. That's the norm. Anyway,
but mafia means anything else
it
but
does.
the family.
It does.
Or
correct, that's what it means. It means the family. That's right. And believe it or not, they are all of the same family. They are sisters, nieces, and the young man in charge, he's not that young, he's about 35-ish, I suppose. He'll probably punch me later. He's a great guy, and if you come back in the videos, we've met him, and he's in charge of looking after them all and making sure that everything goes smoothly. Anyway, here's one of our Goombaras. This is the Rastafarian. Yes, you're right? Good, you're right? This is the Rastafarian lady, and there she is, braiding away as usual. Always dressed beautifully, always colourful, and always with a great, great smile, that's for sure. So, if you want to get your hair wrapped, pop along the promenade, you choose your twine, you choose your little bits and bobs, you cross her palm with some silver, she wraps you, you smile, and we say thank you very much. And we move on. Absolute stars. Here she is. You're right.
Hello.
How are you doing? She finds us everywhere. Yamajilla, you're right. Yes, sir. Yeah. She's out on the town tonight. Yeah?
Yes.
Good. Not working tonight. Right, go and drink and go and eat. We'll see you later. Thanks, Nadine. She's an absolute superstar. You've seen her once or twice, masked sometimes, and then other times not masked. And they operate in this little gift shop over here, the Sea View one. And they've got one in Uptown Paphos and one in the Old Town of Paphos as well. And it was nice to hear last week. Remember Miss Susan and Mr. Wayne?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they accosted us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, "Wait." And then we had a drink with them.
Yes.
And she went to the kiosk to find a bag in the daytime.
Yes.
And then when she went back at night time, that bag had gone. And this is what she was telling me. And she was really, really upset.
Yeah.
And I said to her, go back to the kiosk, find Nadine. So I know the one you mean. I said, go back and find her and describe that bag. And I'm pretty sure they've got a stock room up in Uptown Paphos, and they'll bring you that bag down. And guess what?
Yeah.
Nadine went up, brought it down, and Miss Susan had a great, great bag.
Really?
She did.
I didn't know the
Yeah, she did.
final result
Yep.
about that.
She got a great bag.
Right.
That's what she told me. And it's also got a great bottle of pink chili.
It's very good that they have us, actually. We just gave that idea, and she did find
Yeah.
a dream.
The bag that she wanted, and
Yes.
that's what it's all about. Anyway, here's Mr. Pollis. You all right, Mr. Pollis?
Hello.
You having a good day? Yes. He is. He's always got a great smile on his face. Hunt back in the videos, we met this guy a couple of months ago. He didn't know who the hell we were, but he spoke to us, and he shook our hand, and, well, now, hopefully we're friends. Are we friends?
Yes.
Great, we're friends. Now, what he does, so that you understand, he does, am I right in saying they're called fake tattoos? Is that what you call them?
Temporary.
Temporary, right. So the correct word is temporary tattoo. So he's a temporary tattoo artist, and what you do is you come down and choose the design. He's got some nice ones on show, as you can see. And then we're going to open up some of his little books in a minute to show you some true works of art, because you come down and you can spend as long as you want, obviously choosing what you might want, like a cross on your hand, on your neck, where it might be. And all of these books have got something special. There's Mickey, very popular for the young ones. We've got some gangster ones over here. It goes on and on. We've got some Japanese themed one, or Chinese. I don't know the difference between Chinese or Japanese. But anyway, you come down, choose what you want. How long roughly would it take to do that, Pollis?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. I thought you were going to say half an hour. So 5 minutes. Roughly, what would that cost?
20 euros.
So there you go. How easy can it be? That's a work of art. If you're having a wedding or you're a bridesmaid, why not have that to make that wedding that special? It's going to take maximum 10 minutes. He's probably an honest man, so 5 minutes, and you give him 20 euros, he'll smile and say, Faristopoli.
Aristopoli.
He's a great guy. and he has a great smile. He's got an openness. So, if you want a temporary tattoo, you know where to come. There he is. And he's next door to our friend and superhero, superstar, the great one and only Mr. Konstantinos. And I'm not nosing, but I understand that when I see this, this means money, money. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No, this is pills, Doralin.
Right.
For the stomach.
For the stomach, right. Okay. But it means he's quite busy.
Spending his money. It's some pills for him.
It's some pills for his stomach. Right, okay. So, but he's still doing rather well. Just so you understand what he does, this is what he does. He's going to put your name and engrave it onto a grain of rice. Now, I know this happens in quite a lot of resorts, which means it's very, very popular, and it's totally unique to Paphos because there's no one else doing it. So you choose the container shape, size, colouring that you want. It then can go onto a bracelet or onto a pendant, and it can be for your grandmother, your daughter, your nephew, your dog, your cat, your goldfish, who knows, whatever you want. They also do true seashells. And on another note, we had a nice comment today from Miss Charmaine, who has a wonderful daughter called Miss Lacey, and you're out in about 4 or 5 weeks, and guess what, we got a special present for Miss Lacey, and that was made by this superstar, Mr. Konstantinos. He's a great guy. He really is. We are friends for life, that's for sure. Thanks, Mr. Konstantinos. Now, the next one on our travels is another hair braider. Now, they're all different and they're all unique and they all have their own style. And there she is. That's Miss Jenny. And Miss Jenny in the background there is known as Jenny the Best. And there's a reason why she's known as Jenny the Best, because she is the best. She's always immaculately dressed. She's always beautiful with something special. And you can see she's busy working away. And what they do is you choose your twine. There's 1 or 2 of the ideas that you might want. There's the beads. You choose whatever you want, maybe your name or the word love or something like that. You cross her palm with some silver. She gives it to that man over there, Mr. Mark.
No,
and then, no, she's a clever lady. She doesn't give the money to Mr. Mark. She keeps it for herself. Sorry, Mr. Mark. That's life. And I'm going to come back and get his hat as well. Is it good? Yes, it's good. She's happy. It's absolute superstar. Miss Jenny, the best. Now, here's a man who needs no introduction. He's one of our greatest friends, and his name is Mr. Chris. And what does Mr. Chris do, you're wondering? Apart from sit on his bottom and look charming and smile, Mr. Chris is a Mediterranean sea sun sponge specialist. What does that mean? Well, sponges grow in the ocean, and they then go and hunt for them and dive for them and collect them, and you've got small ones, medium ones, rougher ones, bigger ones, odd ones, and you've got these monsters. Just let me show you these monster sponges, which if you're very dirty, they're going to get you very clean, that's for sure. He also sells an array of trinkets, from small shells to very big shells. Now, in the past we always used to get one of these shells, so I'm going to get that one and have a listen. And that's quite a nice soothing sound and creates a nice echo, that's for sure. Love listening to see the other bit. See what you think. Nice? It's calming, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very calming.
It's amazing how loud it's in
how
your
loud
ear.
it actually is. Yeah.
Whatever it is, but it is the sound of ocean.
It is, yeah. They say it's the sound of the ocean. How it works, I don't know. Perhaps Ian can drop in the comments and explain how it works. But anyway, Mr. Chris is a great guy, and he works hard. He's here from about 8 o'clock until about 11 o'clock. All right? 7 days a week. There we go. So the season is short, and if you want something special as a gift for a loved one or a friend or a family member, this could be that perfect gift. Special little sponges, special shells, and some quite expensive ones as well. This one's been here quite a long time because it is quite special and quite unique, and it's around about 80 euros. Yeah? But it's unique. It's very special. He also likes a bit of shark, but when he's finished eating the shark, he decides to recycle the shark. So he detooths it and makes his little necklaces, and you can buy one of them 15 euros, and I think he'll do you 2 for 25. You'll negotiate on it. Anyway, that's Mr. Chris, the great guy in a blue hat. Always got a smile on his face. And on top of that, Mr. Chris has a son, and his son's name is Mr. Mike. And Mr. Mike, if you can just see that, that's his advert there. He's got a diving school, and it's called Into the Blue, and it operates to the rear, basically, of the Almira-ish area hotel, and he's on Facebook. He's PADI registered, and he's on TripAdvisor, so you can go and check out his reviews. And his number at the bottom, if you want it, is 00357 in Cyprus, 96218976. A really, really nice guy. We've met him. He is a great guy. And he actually drives very sensibly as well, because I've seen him in a marked up pickup. And that often tells you a lot about people. He drives with respect. So he probably will treat you with respect. Now, one of these days, we're going to go and find him and have a chat with him on camera so you know who he is. Thank you, Mr. Chris. Absolute star. Absolute star. Now, we found a man at work. Now, we don't know if this lady will allow us to film her, so we'll ask her. She's smiling. There she is. She is smiling.
Fine, I'm
Yeah.
frozen.
Yeah. This is her boyfriend, obviously. How are you? You all right? Good. What's your name?
Jez.
Jez. Great name. Great name.
And she
What's your
was told
girlfriend's
to
name?
sit like that
Lily.
no more.
Lily. What a lovely, lovely name. Don't move, Lily. Now, this man here is Mr. Hector. He's one of our Goombaras. He's a friend of ours. He's one of the greatest artists, certainly in Paphos. And he's done it for a very, very long time. And in about 10-15 minutes, the lovely Lily is going to be transferred to that sheet of paper. And it's something that Mr. Jez is going to buy for her, and she's going to treasure it for the rest of her life, I'm sure. Thanks, Mr. Hector. You're a star. Keep going. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, there's some of the portraits he's done in the past, even of a dog. And the dog didn't bite him. The dog actually did pay him. He does caricatures. That's his speciality. And they cost about €20 and take around about 10-15 minutes. If you want a portrait, that takes a lot longer, obviously. 4 or 5 sittings and maybe 4 or 5 hours. So, let's keep going. What lovely, lovely people, and I hope Miss Lily gets a great, great picture, that's for sure. So stick with us as we continue into the downtown Cato Paphos Harbour area. Here we go. So the last little place on the promenade, as we call it, is the wood kiosk. So if you want a little tipple, a cold drink, a frappe, a gift, because it does specialise in an awful lot of gifts in there. There's also an ATM, but we advise you of these ATMs, be very careful. The exchange rate they're going to give you is not that good, and on top of that they are going to charge you a fee. So we're going to go to the rear of the kiosk because it seems quite busy. Silvia?
About the music, the Mr. Very Good Musician.
I can't hear him at the moment.
You can't hear.
Can't hear him at the moment.
already.
Yeah, I can hear him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just further on, there is a guy who's a great, great musician. He really, really is, and he specialises in Dire Straits. But he has got us at least 3 copyright strikes and 3 videos that we have not been able to use. And one of those videos features a superstar called the great, great Daniel Mahoney. And my heart goes out that that video cannot be shown at this moment in time. Anyway, right, come on, Crasivi out of booth. It's time to get a bit of a move on because, well, I'll follow your rear end. Come on. These musicians are so good that the YouTube algorithm believes that they are the actual people. So that's a testament to their skills. So if you see them and you're on your travels, please remember their season's very, very short and they're not getting paid to do this. The idea is that hopefully you're going to give them a little bit of pay. Anyway, Mr. Chris has a rival. There it is. He sells these sea sponges. Yes, you're right. Good. And he's got an array of sponges in different sizes. Big ones, small ones. Look at that. And these sponges, by the way, hold water and keep you really, really cool. He's a great guy. Great guy. There he is. Mediterranean. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's continue on our trek into the downtown Paphos Harbour area. Running out of breath because it's very, very hot. And as you may notice, I do tend to give a bit of a running commentary. Yet another superstar.
Music over there.
Yeah. But he's not quite so good. Because YouTube doesn't seem to... Yes, you right? There he is. There he goes. Off with his violin. Wow. He's a true star. He really, really is.
Yeah.
It's just that the algorithm doesn't seem to recognise what he's playing. Now, that's not me making fun of him because he's a very good musician. Always got a smile. And again, puts in long, long hours. So if you see them on your travels, you've got a bit of small change, maybe even €5, €10, maybe even 20. Who knows? You never know, you might want to drop it into their little holder because remember their season is very, very short and they do have wives and children to feed and they've made a choice to earn their money, should we say, legitimately. They could make other choices which would not be so nice for you. Anyway, here we go. We are into the area where all of our Goombaras hang out and the first restaurant is King's. There it is. One of the greatest restaurants on the Cato Paphos Harbour area. And as you can see, it's pretty busy. Yes, you all right? There it is. Look at that. That's the King's restaurant. I would say that was around about 3/4. Here she is. There's the stupa. Xenia, hi, how are you? And in the distance over there is the man himself. That is Mr. Harris with his back to us. Absolute superstar. But this is his beautiful, beautiful niece. And she's a great, great girl. She works very, very hard and always got a smile on her face. An absolute star. This is King's, the first restaurant on our trek. There are 5 in total. So come with us as we continue to show you them all. The next one, well, that's the Theo's restaurant. And if you look into there, well, it looks pretty busy tonight, that's for sure. And there's the great man himself, Andreas. He's busy, busy. He hasn't noticed us. Now he has. Hi, Yanis. You right?
The best
Good?
people ever, yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you
The
very much.
most beautiful lady. Look the names. Look the names. This is the difference between you. The names.
The nails. Hi, you're right.
Hello.
He's an absolute star, as is this lady. What's your name?
Elpida.
Elkida. Great name. Great name.
Hope.
Hope. Yeah, I know what it means. I know. I've heard it before. It's a lovely name and it means hope. And I always remember her name. And it's a great, great name because... Correct, yeah. It's Marika's daughter's name, yeah, yeah. And in fact, it is Marika's mother's name as well. It's in a different language. Hope. What a great, great name that is. The meaning of that word alone, when a child is born, hope. And every person I've ever met that's called Hope has a great smile.
Guys, we have pelicans here, real ones.
Real ones? Where? Where's the pelican? Where? Where? I'm going to go and find Coco because I know where she hangs out. This is the Pelican restaurant, and if you look into the background over there, I'm going to take you in and I'm going to show you our Goombaroette, which is a female version of the word friend, and her name is Miss Coco, but at this time of night they tend to keep her barricaded in because children get very, very excited, and unfortunately the bird gets very excited as well. There she is. There she is. That is the great Miss Coco. Hey Miss Cokes, how you doing? You alright? You look a bit sad tonight. You're looking a bit sad. You're looking a bit sad. Understandably, you've been locked away, and unfortunately that upsets Miss Coco because she likes to entertain. She likes to parade up and down the promenade.
Cox?
She's sad tonight.
Yeah.
Right, come on, Gracie Yellowbooth. I'll follow your rear end.
Why? Why?
Well, she's sad because she's not able to mingle with her audience, should we say. Because Miss Coco, she understands that she's a superstar. She understands that people come down to this harbour just for her. And when you get her on the right day, when she strikes a pose, well, Madonna couldn't have said it better herself. Strike the pose. And I've got one who likes to strike a pose as well. Look at that. Gracivia Labooth. There we go. Now, our favourite restaurant in the harbour area is this one here, and it's called the Bistro Gelalamo. And then on this side, it's an ice cream parlour and restaurant, and it's always busy, busy, busy. The man himself is there. There he is. That's the boss. So we'll go and say hello to him. You all right, Mr. Maris?
brother.
Right, good.
Yeah,
and this is one of his mates. You all right?
Yeah,
How you doing?
Maggie.
Good.
How are
All right, Maggie? Yeah, good. Is that your good lady wife?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
She's busy. No, she's busy. She's busy. She's desperately trying to get on to Marika and me to subscribe. Look at the cafe. Absolutely packed out. Packed out, packed out. And there is Miss Layla. There we are. You all right? Good? Hi, you all right? This place is our favourite place because it's much more relaxed and much more calm. There's my man, Emmanuel. You all right, Emmanuel? Go.
Yeah.
Busy, busy. You try and find us a table, Emmanuel. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Right. The next restaurant along...
Just for the drinks, we can.
Yeah, we can. The next restaurant along is Sail at the Castle, the kitchen bar, and as you can see, that's the back office, as we call it. That's pretty busy, but as we come round to their front office, well, what can I say? It's absolutely packed, and there's a reason why it's packed, because they do very, very good food. They've got a very, very good view, and the price is not too bad. Now, here's a little bit more of the Bulgarian Mafia. There she is again. Walking up and down with those beautiful balloons. €7, and the cheaper ones are €5. So if you want a balloon, you pop down and get one. Now, here is the last bar, but by no means the least bar, and this bar is called Stevie's. There it is. That's their logo up there, and on that side of the bar. And it's a very, very busy bar, specialising in cocktails. Have a look at that. There's the cocktails going in. So they do more cocktails on this harbour area than anybody else. When you go into their place, they've got shishka pipes, so often you'll find my mechanic in there, and they like to feed you and they like to eat you and all that sort of stuff.
Have you noticed something? That man is hiding in the dark.
He is.
He's hiding in the dark.
This is the one and only superstar, Mr. Henry Ooh La La La.
Nice
You
to
right,
see
Henry?
everybody.
How you doing?
Hello.
Right? Good? He's always on YouTube. Always.
Never goes out.
He's the only man on Marika and me that spends more time on YouTube. There he is. Mr. Henry Ooh La 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 La. An absolute great guy. His personality alone will fill that bar. Have a look at that. There it is, full. Absolutely full. And it's a great bar. Thanks, Henry. That is Mr. Ooh La 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 La, and he has a place in my heart, and he always will, and I know we'll be friends for a long time, that's for sure. Now, we're into the kind of Paphos Harbour area, and as tradition, we'll give you a quick look. It starts off with, well, my boat. There we go. And then you go out into the darkness, because it is going very dark now, and you've got some smaller boats, you've got some slightly bigger boats, you've got some cruising boats, you've got some fishing boats, and over yonder you've got two big dark grey-black boats in disguise, and they're owned by the Goombaras in blue. And if you do something naughty, they're going to catch you, and they're going to beat you, and maybe even shoot you. Receive the Alibu.
But look how clean is the water.
Absolutely
you think
spectacular.
That it's a mirror. It's
It is,
not
yeah.
water.
Let's try and show you, because it's absolutely pitch black. All we've got is a street light, and look at the clarity of that water. Look at it.
How can it be?
The seas around the Paphos coastline are very clean indeed. That's been scientifically proved. There's something to do with the coastline and the structure that distributes all the muck and the dirt and sends it off somewhere else. Anyway, you see here?
Yeah, I believe that it's not because of that. Do they really clean it somehow on this side? Anyway, I don't know. I'm not sure. I would
Right.
like to...
We've got one last superstar that I want to feature. It's too dark to go out to the church to watch, but we've got one last superstar who is playing out her little heart, and she's sitting there. Have a look at that. There you go. I can see the smile from here. Whether the camera can see it, I don't know, but the smile alone is worth €1 million. She's an absolute star, and I think she plays better than Simon. I really do. She plays in a very tranquil, relaxed mode. Obviously, Mr. Simon is having a night off, babysitting, and she is entertaining the crowds tonight. And I got a feeling she's not doing too bad, and I'm right. She's not too bad. Absolute star. She truly is a superstar, and I love her to bits. And I know her little daughter is going to be a little angel and a little star just like her. So see the Alibu? Let's have a big goodbye.
It's no matter how do you do your money, but as long as you're not lazy and you move, you show to the people that you are a hard worker, no matter what, the people will respect. Is it right, Mr. Paul?
It is right.
And I would like to thank you for watching us. I would like to say many thanks for being with us this hard period of time when Mr. Paul and me were absent. We love you to bits, and thank you so much.
All that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, and if you do like what you see, please hit the like, click subscribe, and come back for some more of our madness. If you see this young lady, often she's with her husband and her daughter, please put your hand in your pocket and please give her some money, because she's a star. There she is. We'd like to thank you for watching. Thanks very much.